Welcome back to a new video. So in this workout that I did yesterday on Thursday, it was work from the high blocks, and you'll notice that the mats are not really sliding around when I drop the plates on them, or maybe you won't notice, but I actually screwed them in to the top block. So I kind of made my own little kind of like mini crash pad for them. I always kind of had the mats on there, but they would slide around when I dropped the plates back on them, and I figured I would screw them on there. And one of the reasons that I hadn't done it before is that they were at the back of the platform, just to have, the extension of the rubber flooring. But now that I filled that in with other rubber flooring, I was able to put the little pieces onto there. So now they're just kind of a permanent fixture. And what's nice is they still stack. Of course, I don't know if I put like the two top pieces on top of each other, if they would sit there nicely, but the way that I have them all situated in the shed, it doesn't really matter. But I worked up to 110. Now this first set with 100, I missed both. You kind of see there, terrible miss, just super early. Just wasn't being aggressive, and that's essentially anytime I miss off the blocks, I'm just not finishing hard enough, which is good to do them for that reason, to work on that aspect. And you see on the second rep, it was better, but I just kind of got lazy, and it just drifted off of me. So I repeated 100 and was able to make a much better double. Obviously, making any amount is better, and I actually put my wrist wraps on to see if that would make it feel better, because my left wrist was not hurting, but it just felt weak. Like sometimes when I catch at the bottom, it just like relaxes, so then sometimes that causes, like on that second rep, causes me to lose it forward a little bit. But it's weird because I don't have any pain in the left wrist or anything. Usually if I have pain in a wrist, it's in my right one, so I don't really understand that. But because I made that second 100, I decided to take a really bold jump up to 110. Last week I did all of my double attempts at 100. And you saw there in the first set with 110, I was able to do the double. And then there was kind of the two middle sets were kind of like makey-missy sets. I was really annoyed with them because they really didn't feel bad, but like that second one was definitely a miss. That first one was like a makey miss. And then here, I believe the first one was, well, I guess we'll see here. So that was definitely a makey miss. I feel like Ilya doing block snatches, or half of them are barely makes or complete misses. We'll see this one. Yeah, so that one was good. And that was one where I just didn't feel like standing all the way up with, but I actually caught that one, at least from my memory. And then this is the last set, where I wanted to make sure that I did a really good set, or at least tried to make them both to the best of my ability. And I felt like this was my best set, especially because I had done, the three prior to that. And even if you count, the ones as making misses as total misses, like I'm still attempting it. So still obviously building the fatigue from them, which makes that last set more difficult. But generally happy with the 110. Next week, it will be 3 sets of just singles, and they'll hopefully all be at 115 and maybe at 120. We'll have to see how I'm feeling on that day. But clean jerks also went well. Went from 70 to 110. And when I was re-racking that for the jerk, I actually bumped the bar off my chin. Not really that hard, but it kind of surprised me how far I popped it off my chest. But pleasantly surprised with how easy the cleans were. Even though they always feel weird off the blocks, I feel like my technique is getting better from the high blocks. I feel like I'm just pulling more efficiently. So I'm just catching it in a better position, and as a result, jumping it up more. On the second set here, my feet barely moved, which felt really weird. But as you see, like standing up the cleans aren't really too big of an issue. I kept my white knee wraps on under these black heavier ones, just because I didn't feel like taking them off. So I actually had a lot of support. It's probably more than the knee sleeves, honestly, to have both of those on, but it's just really not comfortable. It gets really tight really quick, and so the circulation kind of gets cut off. But certainly probably is the most knee support that I could have for a lift. But you see there, got the 3 singles there at 130, so maybe next week 135, 140. Since I'm just going to continue with those singles there. But pleasantly surprised with the fact that I was able to do 110. I was pretty convinced when I was attempting it. I was like, I'm probably just going to get slammed by this twice and then have to drop back down. But took good attempts at it and had 2 successful sets and 2 semi-successful sets. And so hopefully next week I'm able to continue to build upon that. For the pause plus regular snatches I have today, I don't imagine I'll be able to do them at 110. I feel like I'm going to have to do them at 105, but we're going to kind of see how I'm feeling when I go to the actual gym today, since today is a day where I do bench and stuff, so I like to be at the gym for that. But excited for that workout that I have later today, and see how I'm able to respond with snatches on the next day. With that, Besides all that, I actually ordered some stuff from Tier, which I wish would actually get me a shipping confirmation, but it was like 3 or 4 days ago, so I might actually have to contact their support. But I ordered some shoes, a couple shirts, and a couple pair of sweatpants because I got everything on sale. Still haven't got it any confirmation orders, so that's kind of annoying. But don't really need any of that stuff, so I'm not urgently waiting for it. But it'd be nice when it gets here. So you might see me with a different pair of shoes. The Tier shoes, certainly you'll notice a different color since they're like I think a white color with some blue or whatever stuff on it. But anywho, enough blank space here at the end. If you made it to this part or any part of the video, I appreciate it. And as always, have a great one. Peace. Oh, and also watch my 10-hour video so I can get some watch time. Watch the whole thing 3 times. All right. Talk to y'all later. Peace.